I'm Gina, and I would definitely like to interview you because Kissin Dynamite is one of my favorites.
Nice.
So, and welcome, and thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Can you tell us about your band and who's your biggest influences?
Sure, absolutely. So, it all started with AC/DC for me. Back when I was 10 years old, I was in schoolyard, and our former drummer came to me and we talked about music, and he was like, yeah, I'm totally into AC/DC. And I was like, I never heard about them because I was totally into German Schlager music and playing accordion. And
oh, really?
Yeah, stuff like that. And he showed me VHS tape of AC/DC live, and I saw Angus Young, and from that very moment on, it was totally clear. I need a guitar and I want to be on stage. And
I bet. Yeah, Angus is the absolute top for me as well.
Nice. Yeah, that's how it all started. And for sure, we actually started the band immediately. So like half a year later, we had the first concerts and everything. And from then on, we keep on rocking until we got our first deal when we were 15. And
wow,
now we're
a young age.
Absolutely. And we were totally chiefs and the bosses at the schoolyard back then, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of years later, we're turning, or mostly turned already, 30. And it's the 7th record.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So why the album name?
The whole album is really powerful and motivating for people, and we had also huge problems in the middle of these crises to really do positive vibe music and or to get started with again,
Yeah.
Because not just COVID hit us hard, but also our drummer, and he was the original drummer, left the band, and it was the first time someone left the band. It was really scary, and
I bet it was when a friend leaves, it's never easy.
Yeah, definitely. But for sure, we wanted to keep on because this band is all that matters, and we can't live without Kissin Dynamite. Nobody of us can. And so the title puts it perfectly in a nutshell, I think. Just to be positive and motivating and give you power, and life doesn't end here, right?
No, it doesn't. I love the awareness charity song against childhood cancer, The Good Life. It really touched my heart because everybody has somebody in his life that has the cancer. It is a child or a mother or a father. I really love that song. So some high caliber artists joined Kissin Dynamite in that song. Can you tell us how you managed to convince Charlotte and Alea and Guernica Mancini from Thundermother to be a part of this creation?
Yeah, sure. So the whole song is kind of a gospel thing, and we had the image of a big choir and lots of people. But the problem is always with huge amounts of singers is that it's getting faceless, because it's just like one big mass. But we want to hear the different voices and everything.
Yeah.
That's why we thought about in adding to Hannes 3 singers who are going into different categories and just fit perfectly all together. And as we asked those 3, they said immediately yes. So that was really kind of a easy thing. They were like, oh yeah, good idea. I mean,
cool.
And also, for example, with Alea, it's kind of a special relationship because on one of our first festivals, kind of like in 2007, 2008, we met for the first time, and he was totally in love with Hannes and his voice, and they tried to shout at each other and try to learn it, like the high screaming metal things. And we partied a lot. And actually, on this day, Saltatio Mortis took Hannes with them on the main stage and did a featuring. And so a couple of years later, 12 or something, 13 years later, we asked Alea back, and he said, yeah, finally.
Yeah, of course you did. Oh, that's cool. So what's your favorite song on the Nutty End of the Road?
That's a tough one, because you love all your babies for sure.
You do.
But I measure solos in guitar. I measure songs in guitar solo, and that's why I go for No One Dies a Virgin.
Yes, I thought so. Yeah, the guitar work in that is really, really good. And some of the songs that I heard on the album were like, I need something more. But in that song, it really does everything it has to do. So nice. Good job.
Thanks a lot.
No, you're welcome. Growing up with band posters, did you have one bedroom wall?
Sure, the whole room was covered in those ones. But the first poster that comes to my mind is Appetite for Destruction, the cross, and
okay.
That's the first one that popped into my mind. But I got like the Killer's Eddie I had for a long time. On the door there was AC/DC. I had lots of AC/DC flags for sure. Well, as I told you, it all started with, right?
We also have one at our wall, but you can't see it.
Okay, but I see that nice Marshall in the back.
Yeah, my husband has a lot of stuff here, so
yeah.
When you come to Belgium, you can try all of it.
Perfect.
What artist or band would the band spend a week with?
If we could choose?
If you could choose any band, live or dead, any band.
Okay, that's a tough one. Alive, I would go for Scorpions, because they're like really big influences for us. And I mean, as a German band, there's there's this kind of connection at least. And I think it's time for them to pass on the torch. So I'll pick up Scorpions for that one.
Okay, cool. Which song would you recommend to someone who hasn't listened to Kissin Dynamite before?
I think the title song, Not the End of the Road, sums it perfectly up, how Kissin Dynamite sounds nowadays. Because got the smashing drums, guitar solo in it, and the huge stadium rock choirs. Yeah. So I go for the title track.
Yeah, it says everything that's what your band is about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What's the most memorable concert you've ever been to, other than your own? You've seen AC/DC live?
Yes, couple of times.
Yes, me too.
But just one time in the original version, so to speak, before Malcolm passed away. But probably, I AC/DC was definitely like, after seeing it on VHS, and it took me a while. It took me like 10 years. 10 years later, I finally saw them. That was really, memorable.
Yeah, it was.
But I can't say AC/DC after every question. So,
well, yes, you can. If
first
that's what your heart says, why not?
Yeah, but the first one was Iron Maiden. That's when I was 11. That was really an impact on me, because I was front row, but kind of on the side. And everybody was so big around me, and it was just like at a small child hanging on the fence in front, like, oh fuck! And the crowd was going so crazy. I don't know if they still do, and I just can handle it better because I grew up.
Yes.
Or it's different, but that was really from scary to fantastic, everything in between.
But you saw Maiden live. I've never saw Maiden live.
Yeah? Oh, I've saw them more than AC/DC.
Oh, okay. Are there plans, tour or festival-wise, in 2022 when it's safe to do so?
Yeah, definitely. In summer, we got around 10 festivals planned. It's not officially confirmed yet which one we're going to play, but I think like Bang Your Head, Wacken, festivals like that, if they would place, fingers crossed, we'll play those, and you know, a couple of more which are not yet finalized.
Okay.
And then I hope we will go on tour after.
Yes, please come to Belgium.
Yeah, definitely. We will definitely come to Belgium.
Wait.
Belgium also saved my life.
Oh,
not
really?
just, well, not my life in particular, but this album and my whole good spirit and everything, because I was really fucked up because of Corona and everything. It seems so senseless to do music and to write and to work on that record until we played Alcatraz Festival. And that was the day where 10,000 people stood in front of the stage, went crazy. And I was at the Thunder Mother show a couple of hours before with 2 beers in my hand in the crowd and each other, and just like having like a normal day, like it used to be. And it gave me so much energy and everything that I came back and everything was good again. I had got back my power
again. Yeah. What do you like best and worst about touring?
Worst is definitely missing the people at home.
Yes.
But that's the only thing, because I love being on tour and to wake up in a different city every day and just meeting lots of people and do what you love. Because as I said before, I do this for the live shows. I don't do it for making music in terms of creating something new in studio, writing, producing, whatever. That's all nice. I like it, but my heart is on stage. And that's why the only thing that's missing are the people at home. Yeah,
but everything's going to be okay.
Absolutely. And sometimes they come to visit, so fair enough.
That's good. Can you remember the first time you ever played live and how it felt to have people watching you?
Yeah, I was 10 years old when we were on stage, and we did we were 2. So Andy, our former drummer, and me, and just playing riffs and, you know, Satisfaction or Smoke on the Water, stuff like that. You can, well, probably things you can play on guitar at least a little bit after a couple of weeks into it. And I remember all the people want to hear more, and for sure we didn't have more songs, and that's still on videotape, like I'm a really 10 years old boy's voice. We don't have any more songs.
Oh, so that must have been so cute.
Yeah. So we played the first song again.
Oh.
Yeah, that was cute. And my main teacher, she cried. She cried all.
I bet she did.
Yeah.
It's always emotional when you see kids from a certain age play guitar or sing or perform anything else. It's always cry. It's always crying. I'm the same. Yeah. If you could do a cover of any song, which one would it be? Besides of AC/DC songs.
Okay. Like Wasted Years, for example, of Iron Maiden is one of my favorites, and I think is also one of those Iron Maiden songs which are really have a huge chorus and probably fit quite well to Kissin Dynamite.
Yeah.
So I go for that.
Yeah, there are some influences in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What can we expect from Kissin Dynamite live?
So during Corona, we were not lazy at all. We put all money and all working men together of our crew, and we put up the whole cover of Not the End of the Road as a theater, how do you say, playground almost.
Yes.
Like we have bridges, we have stairs, we have
airplanes, beautiful women, cars,
everything. Yeah. You know, big LED stuff and lots of things going on. And because before the production was like, yeah, it's not big enough, you know, it need to look like stadium rock, and now it does. So you can definitely expect a full throttle, high octane, filled with pyrotechnic rock and roll show.
Wow, that's a whole mouthful, but
it
says it all. I'm looking forward to the concert. Really.
Yeah, really, same here. We will definitely travel all across Europe, maybe even more. So it's all planning in the background, and as soon as it seems like it can go down, it's going down for real then. Yeah, you have to. I saw that you were on number 2. Yeah. In the charts. Yes. Am I right? Yes, absolutely. Wow. You released the album on, let me see, early in January? Yeah, it was last week. Yeah, and now you're on number 2 in the charts. Yeah. Wow. But that's amazing. Yes, it is. But when you're good, you're good. Sorry? When you're good, you're good. Oh, thanks a lot. I just stopped partying like a couple of hours ago. Since the charts, we're on position number 2 since Friday. Yes. And so it was partyish weekend. Yeah, of course. And now you're getting number 1. We're going to push you to number 1 with the interview. Oh, yeah. That'll be nice. Yeah, it will. What's the most important thing to the band right now? Performing? New songs? It's strength on waiting until we can go out and play. Definitely. Yeah. So, but then it's going to be a blast. Oh yeah, definitely. So I think it took us so much energy to record this album and everything. Mm-hmm. So it's time to get out and get energy back, because that's what I miss so much. You know, like on the streaming festival, streaming show we did a week ago or something. So around the release, you know, you're playing for cameras, and that sucks. I want to see a crowd, and they're screaming and they're sweating, and I want to feel the energy, and that's what we all miss the most. Yeah, that's the same with the interviewing. I like to do the photography while the artists are playing, performing. So that gives me a kick. Yeah. And when I can do the interview face to face, it's different. It's nice to do the interview like on Skype or Zoom, but it's not the same. You don't have the connection, the same connection. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So you have some final words for your fans and our listeners? Yes, definitely. Okay. So I want to do a big shout out to everybody who still supports music and bands, no matter how and who, actually. No matter if it's tickets, you know, if it's merch, if it's CDs, vinyls, you get the idea. Everything. You make it possible that we can live our dream and give energy to you while you give it back. And that's all. I'm really thankful for all that. And I'm really thankful for other people still supporting and not just sitting at home on their couch listening to Spotify and don't care about artists and art. So shout out to you guys. They will definitely have heard what you had to say. And I'm sure they're going to buy all the Kissin Dynamite things there are possibly to buy. And nice. Jim, thank you so much for this interview. I hope we'll keep in touch. And give my regards to all the other guys from the band. And I will. I hope you have a lot of success and become number 1. Oh, yeah. Let's head for number one. And see you in real life soon.
Yes,
hopefully.
in Belgium soon. We'll have a call. You just call me and I'll try to arrange everything. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Bye.